At Ross, you'll find everything your kids need to be the best version of themselves when they go back to school this fall. It isn't just the first day of school for them, it's their debut of who they've become since last school year. When they walk back through those school doors, they're a different kid than the one who walked out months ago. Summer sun, summer freedom, summer ups and downs shape them. From fashion to school supplies to dorm room decor, Ross has it all in their new style and bigger size. Find your nearest Ross at rossstores.com.
You are pregnant and you are powerful. You are bold and you are beautiful. Go forward in your boldness, in your beauty, and in your contentness. Trust your body to birth and know that the collective power of women worldwide will be with you. Wow. Isn't that reassuring? Hello, everybody. It's Mama Bear. We are at 7 weeks today, and let me tell ya, we have kicked it into a higher gear. Yes, we have. Here's the thing. I went to the mall a couple hours ago, and I hit up not one, but 2 Wetzel's Pretzels, and that was the highlight of my day. I'm going to say something that is not in the tune of optimistic, which is kind of something I set out to achieve when I started this series for no one, because I really needed a companion, an audio companion to purge on during these difficult times. I don't know if I'm depressed or listless or, you know what I've been saying, which is terrible. And I'm not actually depressed because I do know the difference, but I feel in these moments that I have nothing to look forward to, which feels dark to say while growing a life, but every day is like Groundhog's Day and I don't even enjoy food. So I'm kind of just like waiting to take a Unisom. Like I rise with the sun and then I count down the hours until I can take Unisom and conk the fuck out, because that's kind of the highlight of my days, because food is just, it's not fooding. And as someone who finds immense joy in meals, specifically pregnancy meals, like I remember with Clyde, like I was just like so excited to be able to kind of lean in and be so self-indulgent with whatever I was feeling, you know? It felt like spring break for fat people, you know? Anything fucking goes. And time is moving fast, but also painfully slow. So I have my first scan in a couple days, and hopefully we'll get the heartbeat. And I think everyone around me, like my husband, my family, everyone is very like weirded out by seeing me not operate at a level 10. Like even seeing me at a level 7, I think really just shakes the universe around me. Like the aftershock is palpable and everyone's like checking up on me. And I think it just directly compromises their stability because I'm so consistent all the time that me not acting like myself has created a really interesting dynamic. Also, I'm sitting in my home studio right now and the scent is like, I don't know if Leo pissed in here 2 minutes ago or 2.5 years ago, but like all I smell is urine. And I just texted Andrew and I said, if this rug isn't out of this room in T-1 hour, I will fucking burn the house down. I'm feeling bitchy. I'm feeling like both hungry and revolted by food. I'm feeling a little, I would say, depressed adjacent. You know, I have purpose, I have joy in moments, but all in all, I'm so fucking bored. And I don't know, I want to get to the second trimester so bad. And obviously, you know, everything is temporary. Things could always be worse. Anytime my dad calls me, he called me like 30 minutes ago. He's like, can I get you anything? Do you want me to go to Erewhon? Because I mean, my my future baby's not going to ever be able to go to college. I mean, we'll probably be living under the 101 freeway, because the only thing that sounds good at the end of the day is pre-cut fruit. And I find that by way of Erewhon. So I'm spending approximately $17 on a small cup of strawberries, because it just feels so overly laborious to cut them myself. And it's just a little luxury that I have to take. But it is getting costly. I've been crunching some numbers and I'm like, maybe we just kick it old school and just buy some fucking strawberries. Although today I did have a few bites of a Wetzel's pretzel. I did have a bagel with smoked salmon cream cheese. Send CPA to my house already. It was the only thing that sounded good. And I'm an Ashkenazi Jew. I'm not going to get taken down by a smoked salmon schmear. That's, I mean, in the landscape of the world, it's not going to be the thing that takes me out. And I really do feel like we have to use a little bit of common sense with the listeria of it all, because come second trimester, I am going to eat sushi in moderation, okay? And I might have a glass of wine here and there if I can stomach it. Acid reflux is real, but like a crisp glass of rosé with a linguine and clam is on the horizon for me, and nobody will tell me different. Foreheads are in. We've said it once, we've said it twice. Fetal alcohol syndrome, I like a wide-eyed kid. And if the forehead gets a little too much real estate on the forehead, we go bangs. It's not a big deal. Pivot accordingly. My dad called me. I'm landing the plane and was like, is there anything I can get you? I said, yeah. Why don't you pick me up and take me to the nearest Planned Parenthood, because I'm not having a great day. Nobody really is appreciating the abortion jokes. I hope that this is a safe space, because at bare minimum, let me make them. God forbid anything happens moving forward. I'll still be making jokes, because that's how we get through life. And if nothing else, a sense of humor is kind of crucial in these times. But let's talk symptoms. I mean, the boobs are just disgraceful, really. And the nipples are like sensitive. I was taking a shower and I was using like the handheld, and I was just giving myself a little rub down, and the shower spigot hit my nipples for like 3.5 minutes. And I was like, they are so sensitive. Like, I felt like I was cheating on Andrew with my fucking shower head, because I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? Like, so sensitive, not in a good way, like in a bad way, like in an ouchy way. So that's interesting. I'm also in the very weird zone. They say this happens with a second baby, where you pop a little quicker. So I, unfortunately, have been trying to turn this pregnancy into some form of a diet plan, but I just look actually kind of low-key amazing in the face. Like, everything is very chiseled. Oh, also I have to talk about the blood test, the cliffhanger. Oof, guys. Okay. Whoa. Okay. The face looks amazing. I look bloated. Let's move on. So last week, while Andrew was gone and left me for dead in Nashville, I did the not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, just telling you what I did. I did the sneak peek fast track gender test. I did it with Clyde, and it was correct. So I thought, I'm impatient. Who cares? I did it last week, and like I told you, it was inconclusive. So I did it again, and oh my God, I'm so hungry. Hold on. I need to go have a snack. Oh God. Oh, it's happening. Okay, I got to go eat. Hold on. Those post-birth martinis are going to slap, okay? I can already taste them. But I know that I will wake up fresh as a daisy, feeling chipper, because I have ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol. ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme that breaks this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly and you'll feel your best tomorrow, okay? July is packed with barbecues, fireworks, lake weekends, late nights with friends. Keep the good times rolling into the next day. Drink pre-alcohol before you go out and wake up ready for whatever Sunday brings. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/bitchbible and use the code bitchbible at checkout for 15% off. I be chewing on this podcast. I don't give a fuck, okay? By the way, cotton candy grapes, ice cold, is my lifeline at this point. So good. Full of pesticides. Come at me. So last week, I scrub up, I Clorox the kitchen, and I take the at-home snap test, where basically you draw blood from your arm and fill up a little tube. It's got like some type of a solution in it. You mix it, you send it into a lab, and if they detect any male DNA in your bloodstream, it reports boy. If there's none, you're having a girl. So the thing with these tests is that it's much more accurate if it comes back as a girl result, because it's so easy to be contaminated. Specifically, if you have men in the house, they say you can't even have like a male dog in the room. So I might be just workshopping this out loud, because I will be honest with you. When I found out I was pregnant and immediately started feeling symptoms, felt aversions, kind of nauseous, kind of gross, just all the things that I never had experienced with my first pregnancy, I was like, we got our girl. And like I've said, I've been pretty transparent about the fact that, you know, going into this, I wanted a little girl. So I'm all alone. Andrew is in Nashville. I wanted to wait and tell him when he got home. And like a big fucking cunt, I lied to him and told him that I had the results sent to my assistant Josh so that I didn't know, because I wanted to like do something cute for him. And I don't know, I thought I'd get a balloon arch, bad for the environment, or like a cake or something stupid. Okay. So Friday, I get the email. I'm alone with Clyde at home, and it comes back boy. And when I got the email, my heart sank a little bit. Like I was super bummed out. And I know we're not supposed to say that because we just want a healthy baby, but I was a little depressed. I'm like, wait a fuck. I'm going to have a fraternity in my gorgeous house with all of this beautiful wallpaper and marbles and tile work and antique mirrors and wainscoting. I'm going to live in a fucking fraternity, like, because this is my last pregnancy. I'm not a 3-kid person. Okay. I think it's insane. When I hear that people have 4 children, in my personal opinion, because this is how I'm just projecting my own lifestyle onto it. I could never. 3 is insane. 4 is unbelievable to me. Like I quite literally couldn't do it. I'm so overstimulated by people in general that the thought of having 4 children is so, like, that is so cumbersome. That would kill me. That would put me in the fucking ground. I can't do it. I'm not built for it. It is not my dream to have. It is so not my dream to have a big family. I have a big family, okay? I have a very involved, big family and an extended group of friends that also feel like family, that are intertwined with my actual family. So, I mean, I host Yom Kippur. It's 70 people, okay? And that's with a strange family member. So I don't dream of, of like serving up sloppy joes in the backyard for the 4 kiddos. That is not even... not even in the peripheral of my vision board. I don't care if I had all the money and all the childcare in the world. Too many fucking kids for Jackie Schimmel, okay? So I thought, I get my boy, I get my girl, and it's a fucking wrap, because I'm not doing this ever again. I'm only getting older and fatter, and the light at the end of this tunnel is surgeries, baby. Okay, lots of them. I'm going under. I'm getting that anesthesia, and you will not recognize me. I want to go Benihana on this body. Okay, I want to be fucking snatched. I want tits. I want waist. I want thigh gap. Whatever they can do, like, give it to me dirty. So when I get this result, I don't tell Andrew because I want to sit with it a couple of days. I want to process, I want to metabolize, I want to reframe. So over the course of the next 48 hours after I get this blood test, I'm back to the drawing board. I start Googling how it could be contaminated because I want to keep hope alive, because until I really get like the doctor NIPT test, we don't really know. Because yes, I cleaned the countertops, but I also have Andrew, Clyde, Leo. I did it in the kitchen. I did it myself. I had taken Clyde to school a couple hours prior. Is it possible? Yes. I start going on the Reddit threads. I start going on TikTok. I'm looking for anything that maybe keeps a glimmer of hope in the horizon, because like I said, we're not living for much right now. Not a lot to look forward to. So I haven't definitively absorbed the fact that I'm having another boy, because I want to keep the option open that maybe it's wrong, because that would be the most exciting plot twist of all time. And Carney Wilson from Wilson Phillips did tell me I was having a little girl, and my cousin Joe's pave diamond pendant said I was having a little girl, and a bunch of psychics said I was having a little girl. So I'd like to believe in the woo-woo factor, but the blood test that I took, that I was somewhat careful, I was pretty careful, says boy. And then I started Googling, could I have lingering DNA from Clyde in my system? And I just don't know. I'm not willing to fully accept it, but to emotionally prepare myself, as of now, I'm saying that I'm having 2 boys. And I've now decided, talked myself into the fact that maybe long term, I'm the type of woman that should have 2 boys, okay? I think that my parenting style is a little bit more curt. I don't know, maybe I don't have the empathy well for a little girl that's drama. Maybe I don't have the patience for it. Would I be amazing at it? Am I going to completely backpedal and retract all of these things if I find out at 12 weeks that it is a girl? Of course, I'm going to be amazing. She should be so lucky. However, Clyde's really easy. Boys are really easy. I communicate better with men. I always kind of have. I'm just, I don't know. I'm overly direct, and I'm not the most sensitive, emotionally considerate human being. I have a very, very low kind of threshold for drama, which is so funny. But the truest thing ever. To be totally honest, girl dinners are my hellhole. A friend going through a breakup, they don't fucking call me. You know what I mean? I'm kind of no muss, no fuss. So I've also now reframed that perhaps if I have 2 boys, instead of them each having their own bedroom, I could do bunk beds, and then I could do a Jack and Jill playroom, and then I could get my gorgeous Missoni den back, because that's currently acting as the playroom. And I feel I don't know, I could take it back. And then I also think if I have 2 boys, that means I have a crew of 3. I have a staff of 3. I've got one that could be making my martinis, one that could be folding laundry, one that could be doing light housework. I mean, I will put those fuckers to work. It is my civil duty to even the playing field. I will have those children on their hands and knees with toothbrushes cleaning the grout of the marble bathrooms. I will have them doing labor. And maybe it would be a little too easy for me to spoil a daughter. I'm a materialistic person. I don't want to have a little fucking bitch brat, but maybe that would lend itself. Do I have dreams of going to Paris with my daughter? Yes, but I also have nieces. My best friends have daughters I could take. I'm already the cool aunt to everybody. And maybe that's what is meant for me. I'm very much trying to lie to myself and say that everything happens for a reason and you get what you're supposed to get. I'm also lying to myself and just be as long as it's a healthy child. But did I want a girl? Yeah, I kind of did. And I don't want to bullshit you. I don't want to offend, or I don't want to insult my listeners by presenting a pretty package when was I pretty upset for like, I would say 36 hours. I was pretty upset because I was just so sure in my bones that I was having a girl because I feel so differently. Was I strategizing wallpapers, chandeliers? Yes. When I see a little small skank ass Pointel baby tank for a little girl, do I get a little pang in the heart? Yeah, I do. Every influencer and their gay brother is hawking some kind of supplement online. So why are nutrient deficiencies still so common? So many supplements advertise having all these great ingredients in them, when in reality, the vast majority have incredibly low absorption rates, okay? So you're spending money on your favorite TikToker's pills and nothing ends up working, okay? This is why I love the Absorption Company, which has created supplements that absorb dramatically better than traditional options. I've tried magnesium 700 times, okay? It wasn't working. The Absorption Company's magnesium absorbs 8 times better than standard magnesium. So you're going to sleep better, better muscle recovery, better mood. They also have an amazing berberine supplement. Berberine is known as nature's Ozempic, and the Absorption Company developed a clinically studied berberine that absorbs over 6 times better than other berberine supplements. This product does not contain semaglutide and is not intended to replace prescription medications. Start taking supplements your body can actually absorb. Go to absorbmore.com and enter Bitch Bible at checkout for up to 35% off your first order. That's absorbmore.com and enter Bitch Bible at checkout for 35% off your first order. Is this so bad to say out loud? Do I need to re-record this? I mean, honestly, you know that I'm not. Also, if you hear like a faint jackhammer in the background, I have decided to turn this pregnancy into a home renovation journey because I just need all of the distractions. Here's the thing. Okay, now that we're just workshopping this and I'm reflecting because I've taken a beat, is it terrible to like openly display my gender disappointment, or is it like helpful? If this helps just one person, but also like this is so chaotic of me because like I did an at-home blood test from fucking Amazon, okay? And like I didn't glove up. I really didn't. I was a little wayward with the sample now that I'm thinking about it. Like I definitely put it on a cutting board and like the glove, like things fell. You know, I don't know. I can't be responsible for the male DNA that runs rampant in this home. So like, you know what I'm doing right now? This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to just mentally prepare myself because I don't really love disappointment or like inconvenient surprises. So I'm just trying to take this as fact in the hopes that maybe when I take the NIPT test that I will have fucked up my faulty Amazon DIY easily contaminated blood test and that Carney Wilson was right. You know what I mean? So I'm just like emotionally preparing for what I am adapting as the truth, but like, am I still fingers crossed, like kind of like, did I already buy wallpaper for a female nursery? Yeah, I did. Cause I was like, well, I'll just buy it. Like maybe that's a curse. I bought this gorgeous wallpaper and then I'm like, well, you know, if it doesn't work out in my favor, like I'm just going to get a crate at Petco and like salvage all of Clyde's shit. And then I'll use the beautiful wallpaper and like do a closet renovation. So, you know, we have options. I'm very lucky, but I'm feeling a little emo this week. I'm not going to lie. I don't recall my first pregnancy, like feeling like low, but I just do feel, I'm like very, very bored. I feel very, very stagnant. It doesn't feel like new and exciting. I'm not hungry. Like nothing sounds good at all except you know, the aforementioned Wetzel's pretzels. And it's just like not a lot to look forward to, you know, especially like these early weeks. There's so much limbo. There's so much unknown. We haven't gotten a heartbeat. I'm doing weird tests on Amazon. I'm at a sad mall with ugly people eating pretzels. I mean, the jawline is stunning, but like internally, I don't feel super cute. I can't tell people everything. And I'm just trying to like function as my normal self, but like feeling gross. And then I've got everyone checking in on me all the time. I I really am a breath of fresh air. The world doesn't deserve me. Anyways, let's see where this journey takes us. Maybe in a few weeks, I'll be like, JK, girly girls. Woo! Cue the pink stork. But for now, what a bummer. Things people don't do on microphone for public consumption. Openly discuss being depressed about pregnancy. There we go. It really is a gift. I know so many people that have fertility issues, and I don't mean to be insensitive, but I'm just being honest. I'm in like the sanctity of my home. I'm 2 Wetzel's pretzels deep. I'm constipated. I'm nauseous. I've got jackhammers going off, and I have a lot of regrets. Wait, did I even talk about like the amount of vinegar I shot up my vagina while trying to conceive? Here's another thing. Like, I did the Shettles method. Okay. We're going to get into that next week. Okay. A cliffhanger. Okay. If you will, hanger being the operative term. Get me one. Send me one. Amazon, Wire, hangers, Prime, overnight delivery. But, yeah, I did all the things. Okay. I was on a high acidity diet. I was douching with white vinegar, okay? The most pristine of vagines over here. It was, it was like an Olive Garden salad bar up in my vagina, because I read somewhere that if you have like an acidic environment, that the female sperm last longer or like thrive. I don't know. So I was like, let's talk about a sting factor. Wow. Yeah. Yikes. Like Heinz white wine vinegar up the vagina, a little balsamic glaze, a caprese salad. I don't know. I got really, really weird. It was like a lemon drop, an Alexis Bellino season 3 Real Housewives of Orange County Mastro's lemon drop up in my vagina. So, if nothing else, let's like wrap this up. Okay, I'm just going to stop talking now because I feel like this is going to get into dangerous territory, but we're going to discuss the Shettles method and my serotonin levels next week. Should we talk about what size is the baby this week? A sesame seed. And I'll leave you with this. I'm just kidding. How uninformed of me. This week, your little bundle of joy is the size of a blueberry. Yum. A prayer to my little one. May you always know that you are wished for, longed for, prayed for, and will be loved forever. Maybe.